Alright, everybody, this is Refresh, and I'm back from my Lorwyn Eclipsed pre-release. I have some thoughts about that I might be able to share that I'm working on a video for. And we are going to finish this Magic the Gathering Avatar the Last Airbender for this white-green deck, which I somehow got to 6-2 with. So we can see if we can get another win. I also beat a Mythic with this deck, which is quite wild. I actually didn't think that it would get this far, so... either good on me, good on Lady Luck giving me the wins, or good on a good solid deck. Either way, if I finish this, I probably will do another draft, start another draft tonight as my final run before the Lorwyn Eclipse comes out. We're up against the Brilliant, against Jaco Gaming. I think I'm gonna keep this only because I can. Oh, this is just 4 drops. I think it's too slow for me to keep. This is also not good, because it's all green, but I can cast these two, and at least there's a 3-drop. I think I keep this, and I move out Aang. But yeah, this is not a great start here. Actually, I'm going to keep Aang. I'd rather get rid of this trick. And then, you know, I can boss him say if I need to. We'll see. I think I'm going to lose this one. Like, I had to mulligan. This is not a great start for me. I guess I can do this into this if I draw another land. If I draw this, I can get Aang going. But yeah, it's not a great start. Well, at least I can block that guy. Not drawing another white source is pretty bad, though. This can easily block the target, though, so thank goodness for that, I guess. I mean, they might have removal, which feels bad. If I don't draw another land, then I'm stuck. Like, I literally cannot cast anything. They probably will shoot it. My guess, that's what I'm going to do. Well, I can cast one thing, so that's good. No attacks, though. Well, do I want to trade this for this? Like, if I attack with this, and it trades for the Porcupine, I'll get a 2-2? Yeah, let's do it. And then it'll become a 3-3, because the cannon will go on long thing. Maybe they're holding for value, and they're going to remove it now. But now they kind of want to shoot the Grand Secretariat, right? I guess we'll see. They might be really aggro, and they might be shooting the Long Fang and then attacking with both to, like, do mass damage. I'm also, again, very likely to lose. I need to draw another land, and ideally a white one, so I can start casting my white spells. But, you know, stuck on 3 mana is a pretty bad place to be. Okay, so they did have it after all. Okay. Oh, it exiled? Oh, nice. That's pretty good. Nice. Yeah, that's gonna hurt. I'm gonna need something. Oh, there's something. Okay, so do I Aang and airbend away the Porcupine? Do I Suki? Suki's gonna not be able to really trade there. Okay, I can't play both of these, so I think I have to Aang and airbend away the Porcupine. That'll just make it a little focus now, and then I can trade Aang if I need to. I mean, they might have removal, and then, you know, that sucks for me. Then I'll have to trade Longfang for one of the Tiger Dillos. But there is my life as starting behind, missing a color of my mana, you know, having to mulligan, like, they had their full grip. 5 mana? I mean, I'm going to trade. They're going to shoot Aang. They're going to shoot Longfang. Porcupine, they're gonna shoot. They played this first so they can get the value out of it, of course. Okay. Bang! Counter goes on. The only thing it can go on. I'm probably gonna take the trade anyways. Like, if I play this, if I take 8 this turn, if I draw a land, I guess I can play 2 things and try to, like, beef up. All right, I'm gonna just take it. I mean, I'm not gonna win if I run out of things, right? Oh, they have more. Okay. Yep. That takes me down really bad, really low. Okay, so now I have to play 2 things, and I can't because I didn't draw a land. I can Bossing Say, that's not going to get me anything. I can play this. I'm going to have a 2-4. No, that's not going to do it. This will die. Yeah, I think I've lost. I mean, again, I expected this to happen, so here we are. You got me. Good game. I mean, it wasn't a good game. I got, like, color screwed. I got mulligan screwed. Like, there's just every kind of screwage that could be screwed, and I got it all. So, yay. Yeah, that's it. Bye-bye. And that ends this run. Wow. That's brutal. Brutal to lose to RNG punching me in the face. I mean, I could have kept that first hand. I don't think I would have done any better. My opponent had a very aggressive start, and I think I would have just lost very quickly. But I got more than my share of gems. I still haven't got a trophy in this format in 5 packs. So let's open those 5 packs, and then we'll do another draft really fast. Here we are. Obsessive Pursuit. What does this do? At the beginning of life, you lose a life and create a clue. And whenever you attack, put X where X... You know, I feel like this is a little dangerous. Like, it is kind of like the Phyrexian Arena, except you have to spend mana to crack the clues to draw the cards. And then you gotta sacrifice some number of permanents, 3 or greater. I guess you don't have to sacrifice permanents 3 or greater to get the life link. But you kind of want to, because you're going to be losing a lot of life. That said... No, that said, I still wouldn't take it. I think I'm on Momo, Playful Pet, or maybe Lightning Strike as the pick here. I think I'm a little bit more on Momo, just because I tend to like aggressive things. But there's the argument that Lightning Strike is better because it can go face. Yeah, so that's where I am with this pack. But, you know, there's an argument that Obsessive Pursuit might be a more fun card. It doesn't seem like the fun card for me, right? Like... Cracking the clue, it's really slow. You need to pay 2 mana to crack the clue, and then you get a counter for that 2 mana plus a card. I mean, that's not bad, but it's still not amazing. You're not going to get that third effect really unlimited all that up much. So, yeah, I think it's on Lightning Strike or Momo Playful Pet. So that is that pack 3. Second one. We have Silkable Bloominger. You know, this is okay. I don't think I want to take it first because it's 2 colors. I think between all of these cards, I'm probably on Firebending Lesson, maybe Earth Kingdom Protectors. Those are probably my top 2 picks out of this pack. And it just depends on what I want to do. I think between them, Firebending Lesson is probably more valuable, but there's an argument that Earth Kingdom Protectors is a better play here. So let me know what you think about this one. Pack 3. Boom. We have Phoenix Fleet Airship. Yeah, I'm gonna take that. I know that like I've already played this deck like 3 times, but it's so much fun to like just get a giant fleet of airships that just keep growing. And it's one of the few ways to play black and white and make it actually good. And I'm also not like in love with Unlucky Cabbage Merchant, or Rockalanche, and I guess Swamp Snare Snap's not bad, but then you can take this and wait for this to come back because people don't really want to play black. And then Glider Kids, you know, that's probably the other good card here. So I think if you had to choose Phoenix Fleet Airship, Unlucky Cabbage Merchant, Swamp Snare Trap, or Glider Kids, any of those 4 are reasonable first picks out of this pack. Pack 4. What do we have here? My Force Scornful Striker. I think this is okay, but I don't think black is where you want to start. Unless you have something stronger than this. I think out of all of these cards, I'm most likely to take Boomy first, mostly just because I haven't played Boomy yet, and it seems like Boomy can be quite strong, and so Boomy is my first pick. Alright, final pack. Then we'll go back into draft. The Mechanist. I've taken the Mechanist multiple times first before. I don't regret it. I've rarely been able to get it going just because I've been like beaten down for all sorts of other reasons, but that's still probably the right pick for me. And, you know, Bitterworks would be an interesting card to play. I've definitely seen one of my opponents like really go off with that. And then I don't really want any of these black cards, and so Airbending Lesson is the only other one to start. I don't think I'd take Bitterwork early. I would see if I can get into the Power 4 Greater deck first, and then take Bitterwork. And then Airbending Lesson and the Mechanist are the other 2 picks of them. Mechanist is probably stronger overall, so that's the pick for me. And now we are going to go into our next and final draft. Well, I think it's going to be final. I mean, I got to do all this in order to finish my quest here. So, Premier Draft. Pay 1,500. Jump into this. Let's see what happens. There may be less players right now just because everybody's waiting for Lorwyn Eclipsed, but I'm looking forward to it. So, just a sample of what I was doing in Lorwyn Eclipsed. I opened Grub Storied Matriarch, which I had. It's just a strong card because you can just keep bringing back cards, and the things that you want, like your creatures dying, sometimes give you good bonuses, or you can just chump like the biggest dude all the time, and I think that is pretty cool. I mean, obviously you need to open enough goblins for that to be good, but I found that it worked out really well for my purposes, and so that was really good. Another really cool combo that I came across was putting the Champion of the Weird, which is one of my rares, with the Gnarl Bark Elm. And so what that does is you can pay 1 life to blight 2, and then your opponent's forced to blight 2, and you can throw the counters on Gnarl Bark Elm, assuming that you were able to pull the counters off of it that it comes with. And then you just -2 something, and then you blight, and then you're like forcing your opponent to like shrink their creatures, and then potentially lose their creatures. And and you can keep doing that as long as you have the mana to remove the counters off Gnarlbark Element, the life to give to the Champion of the Weird. So it's a really strong combo. It like did some impressive stuff to my opponents up until they found a way around it. I also found a really nasty weakness on one of the cards that I had in my deck, which was the Gut Splitter Gang. So it's a 6/6 for 4, which is great, and forces you to blight 2, which you can put on the Gut Splitter Gang, or if you don't, you lose 3 life. And here's the deal: if somebody makes it so that Gut Splitter Gang can't get counters, which there's some blue removal spell that does that. Wow, is nobody playing? Am I gonna solo this by myself? Uh-oh. I hope I can get a refund on this draft. I can't believe nobody's playing. I thought I'd get at least one more round out of Avatar out of this. But if somebody puts that blue enchantment on Gut Splitter Gang, then it's over. Like, you're just gonna take 3. I mean, maybe there's some chance that you can remove it, or you can bounce your creature, or you can sacrifice Gut Splitter Gang, or you can do something in order to like, or push enough damage through that you can overcome that -3. But yeah, it's a tough one too when that happens. There's another card that I have that can remove counters and do stuff, and so that's Hovel Hurler. The giant, the giants and tree folk aren't like the tribes in the game, and so when you get like Hovel Hurler or the Gnarled Bark Elm, cards like Champion of the Weird, which put the -1/-1 counters on these cards, like, are pretty good, because then you can use the effect that they have to really get a lot of value. And so I found these these creatures that aren't part of the format or the tribes officially, that aren't supported tribes but are like supporting tribes, they actually still manage to have a place in the draft, or in the limited, as it were. And I like that. I like that they're I kind of wish that it was like the full 10 color pairs and everything, instead of being like the Ixalan, like there's only like X tribes that are supported. But I think that this worked out a little better. I don't know if it's a lot better, because I feel like if you're drafting, the draft is still going to end up kind of linear as you like lean towards one particular tribe or another. There's only 5 archetypes, right? And maybe it'll work out, and that's what I'm hoping it does. But that is some of my early thoughts about this particular set, and I liked it. I had fun. I had some very interesting games. I also got stomped, like just utterly stomped multiple times too. So there's that. And some of it was the RNG like punching me in the face, and some of it was just like my opponents having some really, like, having all the right cards at all the right times and smashing me over with them. And sometimes that's like random, and sometimes that's just a matter of skill. And I give it to my opponents. Sometimes they had skill. My third opponent definitely did. So you'll see more about that when we get to the actual. Wow, am I not going to be able to fire this draft? You'll see more from that when we get to the when I put up my video about my pre-release experience. But yeah, I had a lot of fun. Well, while I'm waiting, I might as well just sort my cards. So one thing I did notice that I was a little disappointed by is that the promo card is no longer like has a special stamp or anything like that. It's just another foil card, and so it just guarantees that you get another foil, and that doesn't feel especially fun. I don't love that. So I'm not a fan of that part. But yeah, I feel like, it seems like Wizards is always like, how much can we take away from players and get them to pay the same amount? And that just never feels good. And it's one of the things that makes me like feel like Magic's going in the wrong direction. It just feels like some bean counter is like, well, we can take this away and that'll save us a few cents, and then it'll just make the player experience a lot worse. But they're gonna stay on because we've like got a death grip on them. Meanwhile, there are other games that I'm interested in playing, like Star Wars Unlimited. From what I hear, has a really good draft, and I'm like, I want to play that, but Magic definitely does have my heart right now. Still, even after all the stuff that's been going on that I don't really care for. So, like, there's some chance that I'm gonna try. Like, I did buy like some starter decks to check out the game to see how it plays, and maybe I'll get it. Maybe maybe I'll put up some videos about that. Here we go. We got it. We got started, everybody. We're gonna. Oh, maybe that last player's not gonna. Did they go to the bathroom? Please come back and say that you're gonna play. Because I don't want to wait another, like, what is it, 5 minutes or whatever it was to get this thing going. Oh man, are they getting a pizza? What's going on? Is your baby crying? I mean, I get that life, but please come back. Please come back. Please come back. There's only 15 seconds left. I want to play. No. Oh no, they didn't come back. That's disappointing. But yeah, as I was saying. Oh, there we go. We got it. We got there. All right. Ooh, Suki. Is Elemental Teaching better? No. 4 lands? No, that's terrible. Dao is just okay. I like the other Suki too. I'd love to get both Sukis actually. Airbending Lesson coming back would be great. Water Tribe Captain is probably the most likely in-color thing to come back. Yeah, I don't think I'd play Zhao. Zhao would be okay if, like, in the right deck. I wouldn't want to take that early. So, I think Suki's an easy first pick. I'd love for the other Suki to come back, but it's very unlikely to come back. Yeah, I think it's the Sukis are the easy first picks here. I don't really think I need any reason to. So, Suki, here, Air Nomad Legacy. I like the first-time flyer. Suki kind of makes me want to play the white-green deck a little bit more, but I could take Aero Nomad Legacy and spec into that. I could take Ty Lee. That's interesting. The Scavengers, I don't think I would take unless I started on that kind of deck. Flopsy does make my creatures pretty big. So this is the card I could take as a top end, maybe, because putting a counter on each creature you control, if you can go wide, is really good. But I think I'm a little bit more inclined to play the Air Nomad Legacy, take some flyers, and just try to like get the white-blue fire deck going again, because it worked pretty well for me before. Water Bending Ascension. I think I might try it this time. I'm passing Kyoshi Warriors and Airbending Lesson. But if I can fly, that means that I might be able to just start drawing cards off of that. It's really slow, though. There's an argument that I should take Kyoshi Warriors or something like that, and then or Airbending Lesson. But yeah, let's try it. It's like leads me much harder into white blue, and I think I'm supposed to, if I was like playing it right, take one of the white cards. I think it's supposed to be Airbending Lesson because that teams up really well with Suki. But, it's going to be one of my last drafts. I might as well try to have some fun. See if I can get some first-time flyers and stuff and just get in there, jam in there with Suki and first-time flyers and Nomad Legacy. And Master Piondo is a nice follow-up to that. I also wouldn't mind the Compassionate Healer or the North Pole Gates, to be honest. Because this is a nice aggressive card to have early. And then Piondo, I think, is good just because you want that to get the extra ally or lesson. Something very rarely equipment. But the extra ally or lesson, and that's probably the way I'm going to go here, just because it feels really good. Would like this Compassionate Healer. most likely the North Pole gets hope that comes back. It's more the most likely thing to come back on the wheel here. But this is not a bad follow-up to Suki. I just need to make sure I get the little aggressive cards early. Kyoshi Warriors. It's going to beat the Guana Parrot for me, even though the Guana Parrot's a flyer. These things come around, whereas the Kyoshi Warriors don't so much. Cat Owl, I think I would still take it if it came back around instead of the Guana Parrot, but I want the 3-drop more than the 4-drop because, you know, expensive cards are expensive, right? But the 2 bodies here are probably worth it, especially when I have something like Suki Courageous Rescuer here. So, not an amazing start, but not a bad start. Like, getting the allies is great because it's more likely that the Master Piondo is going to do it. If I can get some more flyers or evasion, then the Waterbender session is going to be really good. If I can't, you know, these two are kind of like lost picks. There are better cards, I think, if I don't get them. But here, I can take the Fire Nation Warship. I think I'm going to take like Cat Owl or Geyser Leaper. I think between them... I'm on Cat Owl just because it can help with the Waterbend. There might be an argument for the Geyser Leaper, and maybe that's because of the power boost. But I have 2 ways of boosting power right now, so I think I'm okay with the Cat Owl here. And here, I'm not taking the Tiger Seal, so I guess I'm a Giant Koi. Curious Farm Animals, I guess I could take, but I don't really want to. I don't think I'm going to be drawing second cards all that frequently. And it feels like this is just a constructed card, so we'll just take the Koi. I don't know if I'll play it or not. We'll see. We got a Geyser Leaper anyways, so I'm going to take that. Crescent Island Temple is interesting if I wanted to try to do some sort of temple strategy, but I'm just going to take color. Like, it's not a great card, but, you know, it does what I need. I just need to make sure I get the 2-drops and other flyers. Like, I got 1, I got 2, so that's something. Maybe I won't get there. Like, you know, this is one of the more powerful color pairs. So, oh, I get Airbending Lesson back. That's pretty amazing. I'm going to take this over Lost Days, mostly because it is more expensive. And this is pretty useful for bouncing my stuff and then triggering Suki or re-triggering the Kyoshi Warriors, or getting both even sometimes. So that's probably worth it. And then the Robber Troop is not exactly what I want, but I will take it. It does fly. For what it's worth. Flopsy, I think I would have taken if I'd gone some go wide deck or something. I don't want to play the Robert. So I don't think Crashing Wave's great, but I've had some success with it here and there, so I'll take it. I'll never play more than 1. I'm going to take the rare and not play that. And here I'm going to take the card that I can and not play that. And then I'll take the Meditation. Maybe if I got something green to splash. Anxious Purg is probably the easy pick here. Knowledge Seeker wouldn't be bad. Enter the Avatar State. Airbending Lesson is decent, but this is just like a strong removal spell, and I got nothing right now, so I think it's important to take cards like this when you see them. If it comes back to stuff came back around, Airbending Lesson, Kyoshi Battle Fan. I think these two are least likely. Paku maybe I would take, but yeah, start with the Anxious Spur. Nice solid removal spell. Always happy to have those. But yeah, I gotta look out for more the little flyer guys. And if I can get one of the 3-mana enchantments that create or that give +1/+1 based on power, like that's always nice. Here, I think I'm gonna take the first time flyer because that's kind of what my deck really wants. Like I wouldn't mind like the Sun Warrior, the Water Tribe Captain or the Pretending Pox Bears come back around. Those are like the ideal wheels here. But I would even maybe spec on a Sun Warriors or a Geyser. I don't want a Geyser Leaper. I'll take it, but I don't want it. Southern Air Temple maybe is a way to pump my team. But yeah, first time flyer is what I really want. I also gotta look out for more. Take Tayo probably, or actually Messenger Hawk. Look, I like Tayo, and I think that it has a strong effect. But the problem is that it's 4 mana, and I want to make sure that I can get things going. So Messenger Hawk is a lot better for me in that regards. I also think Path to Redemption is good. I would want to take it, but again, I need to make sure I have a good body of flyers for this Air Nomad Legacy arc. Now I'm going to take Path to Redemption. Definitely over Hama, because that 3 pips is hard to do. I'm not white enough for the Gather the White Lotus. That's not a racial thing. And Earth Kingdom Soldier is okay. Like, if it comes back around, I'll take it, but I'm going to start with Path to Redemption here. So it looks like on my left there's less white players. Because I got 2 Path to Redemptions passed. I mean, it's true that they could have just taken really powerful uncommons or rares, right? So not certain that that's the case, but I think that might be the case. Yeah. So now we're waiting. Yeah, we're really waiting here. So, what do I think? I think that this deck is medium right now. I definitely need something else to really like get this thing going. But it's okay. I could get something else. Grand's probably not that something. I think I'm more on pretending Poxbearers than Grand, even though mostly because I don't see that I have a good way of tapping this, right? I don't have a ton of water bending in here. I don't want this weird Wrath spell, so I think I'm on this just as like an early drop, get something in, get it moving. It gets stronger with Suki, and you know when it leaves, then I can get 2 1/1s, which is not bad at all. So I think that that's a way for me. Yeah, I need something to get Grand in. I don't have it. I already had it, so maybe I'll take it. Here, I think I'm on Accumulate Wisdom. I think drawing is good. I think I need more lessons for the sake of some of my cards here. Which ones care about lessons? First time flyers care about lessons. I wouldn't mind an airbending lesson, but this just costs less, so I'll take the one that costs less. And then here, Cat Owl or Geyser Lever. I'll take the Battle Fan, actually. Mostly because it's a good way to get in that extra damage off your flyers. But, you know, I guess if I had to choose one of the other cards, it'd be the Cat Owl, mostly because my 5s already have 3. I don't want to play the Rabaru, but again, I don't want to... Yip Yip is good. I mean, it's not great, but it's a way to get one of my things in and win in combat. I wouldn't mind the abandoned attachments, I guess, as well. We'll start with Yip Yip. Here, I got all these back. Am I on Paku or am I on Kyoshi Battle Fan? I think I'm on another Battle Fan over a Paku. And then here, Geyser Leaper or Southern Air Temple. I'm going to take the Air Temple mostly as a mass pump spell. I don't think I'm going to play it. I can get like rich on temples, but we'll see. We'll take Zuko's Exile over the Rumble Arena. I'm not doing any Earthbinding. That's probably where this is best. And I don't know if I'm going to play this either. So we'll just put that over here. You know, we'll play it for now until... And we'll take another Koi. I'm probably not playing it. Probably going to get the cut. I'll take another Zuko's Exile. Again, there's a lot of 5s and 6s, so I got to cut stuff. And I'm not playing the... Oh, hey, look at this. All right, what do we got? The Legend of Yang Chen. Starting with each... And then exile those permanents. Okay. So I just exile 1 permanent of 3 mana or greater. They draw... And I draw, or neither. And then I get a 5/5 airbend up to one other. I mean, I want to try it. Ooh, these two are really strong, though. Am I supposed to pass Yang Chen? It removes for 5. I mean, it's value, right? And then you get the 4/5. But Abandoned Air Temple is so strong with what I'm trying to do. I feel like I'm supposed to take this. But this is Mythic. And I already have a Suki. It'd be great to have another one. This is really hard. I think the actual... Ooh. I think I was supposed to take Abandoned Air Temple, but I got the other one. Yeah, Legend of Yang Chang. Here, I'm going to take the Deserters, probably. Yeah, I just want to make sure I have guys. Putting counters on my little guys is really... My flyers is really good. Alright, well, we're going to cut some stuff here. So, the Zuko's Exile. I can probably get rid of these. I'm probably going to cut the Rabaru Troop. And then Glatterstaff is an easy... Well, ooh, it's Glatterstaff or Benevolent River Spirit. I think I'm on Glatterstaff a little bit more than Spirit. But that's a tough one. Yeah, I'll take the staff here. Then I'm going to cut... Probably cut a Koi. I'm not really that into the Kois. Actually, I'm going to cut the Air Temple. If I have to put one of these back in, I'll probably put in the Rabaru Troop. Ooh, Compassion Healer. Ooh, Path to Redemption. Ooh, Messenger Hawk. Okay, this is kind of hard. I want Path to Redemption, I want Messenger Hawk, and I want the 2-drop. I think I have enough 2s. So I think I'm supposed to take... I think I was supposed to take the Messenger Hawk, so I will. But I don't see Path to Redemption, so it's bad. Here, I'll take the Snowballers. I mean, that's a fine. Okay, now I am trying to cut stuff. Again. So, what am I cutting here? I guess I can keep the Geyser Leaper and Yang Chang. Ooh, Avatar Enthusiast. That kind of doing. I have a pretty good amount of allies, right? 9. It's not amazing, but probably good enough to play the Enthusiasts. Ooh, get on the Path to Redemption. I'm surprised that these are coming back around so much. I could also take that Parrot. Either are good. We'll take the Path to Redemption. I think just I don't have enough removal. I don't want to take it. I'm going to cut the Koi. I think I'm okay with not playing any Kois. This also drops down my my overall curve, which will be helpful for me to... I can probably cut a land. Right now I still need to cut a couple cards, but I can cut just one, I think, and get away with it. So, which is the one that I will be cutting? Crashing Wave? Waterbender Ascension? I'm not playing any of these. I'm going to take this on the off chance that I can splash it. Maybe splash it off the meditation pools. I'll take the 2-drop probably over the Waterbender. Just getting that in early is good. Here, I only have one card that's in color. Here we have the Curious. I'm not taking this Defender, so yeah. The Curious Fragmentals and not play that. So let me see here. We're gonna take the Battle Fan. Oh, do I play another fan? I don't know, maybe. I'm not playing any of these. I'll take them. And then okay, I gotta make some cuts. So I'm not playing the Swamp, that's for sure. So I gotta make some choices here, and I think I want to just reduce my deck size. So I don't want to cut the Geyser Leaper really, but I think I need to just like bring down my CMC or my curve. If I bring down my curve, I can cut a land, which means I don't have to cut as many cards. I think I just keep my strongest top end here, and then start cutting like less useful stuff at the bottom here. Of them, I might get rid of Crashing Wave. I mean, this occasionally does do something, but I feel like the rest of my cards are just a little bit better. So we can cut the Crashing Wave. I have a lot of 2s. I only need to cut one more card here. Of them, do I cut the Waterbender Ascension? I feel like I want to keep it. I just want to see if I can get this thing to work. I didn't get as many flyers as I'd liked, which is unfortunate. Let me see. White, blue, miscellaneous. What else do I have? Yeah, I could play the meditation pools to put in the White Lotus reinforcements, but I don't know if that's worth mixing up my mana for. Like, I can put this in. This is also something I could sack to draw, which isn't bad. If I put this in, how many allies do I have? 9? It does pump a decent number of them, and that's not even counting the Kyoshi Battle Fan, so I could put that in. And I can remove... At this point, Waterbender Ascension does kind of look a bad pick for my deck. Just because how often am I going to be able to... Well, I keep saying that, but maybe I can. Right? I don't know. That's a hard one. I got the Cat Owl, I guess, but then there's one less flyer in my deck. But it is... Yeah. I mean, this is a hard one. But yeah, it's not an ally. Okay, let's cut the Cat Owl. And then I gotta cut 2 more cards. One of which will be a one of these lands. And then I'll cut Poxbearers, Ascension. I want to try Ascension. I might cut it in between, like if I feel like it's just not that strong afterwards. I guess I can cut Yip Yip. I feel like it's a good trick, but I have enough flyers. Yeah, okay. Let's try cutting. No, I want to have that because I don't have enough lessons, right? I wish I got one of the draw 3 lessons, but I didn't get that. Pyondo. No. Let's Okay, I'm going to cut water bed in a session. I think it's just too slow, right? Right? No? Maybe? Rowdy Snowballers? No, right? I got to keep that. I guess the Messenger Hawk, but it's kind of what I want to do. It gives me the clue. Maybe a Battle Fan? Okay, maybe a Battle Fan. Or the Pretending Poxbearers. You know what? Let's cut the Poxbearers. I think that's how we do it. And then I have 14 creatures. I'm going to try this. Maybe I'll put this back in. Oh, we'll see. Or maybe I'll take Yip Yip out. Okay, here we go. So, a white, blue, gray deck, splashing green for just the ally boosting. How do I feel about this? I feel like I can get there. I don't know if I'll get to, like, 7 wins, but I think that this one should be able to break even. We're up against TJ Bryant as a festive fighter. We have our colors. We have a 2-drop. We have Air Nomad Legacy. This is okay. I have removal if I need to. Like, I would like to draw less lands, but here we are. Keep 7. Oh, I forgot to cut a land. That's my mistake. Okay, I gotta go back and cut that land out. Oops. But also, that's life. Who is this? Is this, Vivian? Vivian, right? Plains. Island. First time flyer. Air Nomad Legacy. Iceberg. So you might remove this. In which case, ouch. This is like my only real action. So. Okay. I'm not playing that. I don't have to deal with that. Okay, there's our forest. Good for them. Okay, get their lands. We will play another white legacy. We have Yip Yip if we need it to power the thing up. Go swinging. Do a lot of lands though. Definitely want to draw less lands in this deck because I cut the curve down for that particular reason and I didn't get it, you know. And I forgot. So that's on me. Like, yeah, Earth King, good card. Good card. I wish I had some sort of bounce effect so I could just bounce their bear, because searching the library for basic lands and just smashing feels bad. Do I think I just iceberg that thing away. Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. Let's go swinging. Then iceberg it away now. Then I can sack this. Let's get rid of that. Then I can scry too. Oof. Okay. You're gonna shoot my... Yeah, I can't do anything about that. My one guy. I've drawn a lot of land, so that's actually quite bad. Yeah, and then next thing is this, triggers off the Earth Crane. So it's not a good place for me right now. Don't want to bounce that either. Okay, let's... Oh, I can bounce... Oh, it bounces a creature. That's not a creature, right? Okay. Let's draw. I gotta find something else. A little bit more impact here. Okay, the Path to Redemption. Can't attack or block, and I can exile it, so... I think I have to start with there. Because I can't do anything about this Fire Nation drill, unfortunately. Making this not attack or block. I'm still gonna do that, which is really annoying. And then I can exile it in the following turn. I don't think that that's the right play. Yeah, I think I have to wait. Okay, we're gonna end the turn. I'm just gonna scry off this. I don't think that I'm gonna get there with this one. Like, my opponent's just got so much better stuff than me right now. Yeah, they're gonna attack with that. I can't do anything about that. They're gonna trigger this effect. It's gonna feel attacked. Yep. They're gonna search for what? One basic land. Okay. Can't do anything about that. Take the hit. Okay, Suki's trouble. Definitely trouble. Turtle Duck is also trouble. They've got all the things. Okay. I'm gonna crack this. I need to search for answers. I can bounce Suki, which will help. I can path out. I probably need a path out. Okay, I don't want this. I'm gonna keep my one forest. No, I don't even want the forest at this point. I don't know if I'm gonna drop it. So get rid of all this. I need answers. I thought I got rid of the forest. Okay, so I gotta bounce Suki. Yeah, we're gonna path Suki. We're gonna bounce the duck, so they can only attack with one big creature. I'm still very much likely gonna lose here, but at least I have I'm gonna lose a little less fast, which, you know, is something. I'm gonna have to crack this to get rid of Suki so that they can't roll the Fire Nation bill with it. Yeah, this is definitely a bad place, especially because I drew so much land with my aggro deck. They could have attacked that, but they didn't. Okay. I mean, I'm gonna lose. I'm pretty sure. I know that my deck gets me out of this. Them have a board and me not have a board situation. Waterbend Ascension is not it. Okay. I mean, I'll play it, but we lost. Good game. Good game. We lost. All right, we're dead. I mean, they just have to crew this and I'm dead. So that feels bad. Feels bad, pretty bad. Yeah, well, you know, at least I got to go to pre-release today. Let's see what else we got here. Maybe we'll do better on this next one. Oh yeah, I gotta remember to cut a land. Before I do that, I gotta cut a land. So let's see, where am I? I am mostly white. A little. I can probably cut a blue. I don't have a ton of blue, so let's cut one blue. I'll go 862, 863. Okay. We'll try this again. This time I'll have less lands, so I'm less likely to get buried under an avalanche of lands. I don't know if that's actually going to happen, but we're going to hope that we don't get buried under an avalanche of lands this time. Yeah, so I ended up going 1 and 2 at my pre-release. We're up against Lord Taxi. Oh, good. People really like Vivian. This is not a great start. I don't have any action, but you know what? I can accumulate wisdom. Gladiostaff can attach to something to let it go through. So I'm gonna keep it. It's slow. I feel like I need to keep something a little bit more aggressive, but you know, every time you mulligan, it like significantly reduces your chances of winning as well. So I'm not sure which like is better, but I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna accumulate wisdom. Try to get a creature. And am I just drawing all the lands again? Feels bad. That's a very fast start, to which I don't have much of an answer. Yeah, we're just going to accumulate. Yeah, Fire Sage, they're going to counter their guy, which I would do. That's what I would do. That's pretty good value right there, especially against... Oh, no. I'm just going to lose the mana. They are. Okay. Oh, I see. Well... How am I going to lose the magic? Like this. I'm going to take the Messenger Hawk. Okay, we're going to play the island. Use snowballers to slow things down. I gotta stop the Fire Sages, right? More than the Porcupine. I think both are pretty bad for me. But I can reset the Porcupine, so I can play this. Yeah. Slow them down a little bit. I don't have a great feeling about this game. I think it's gonna go pretty badly too. Like, I just had such a bad hand to start. But you know, you gotta fight it out, right? Try your best. Try everything you can, right? Is that Jimmy Eat World? I think it's Jimmy Eat World. Okay. He's going to play some removal, attack with the porcupine. Probably. That's my guess. If I can glider staff up the rowdy snowballers, that's going to make it a better blocker. Okay, the mechanist. That's not as scary. So those are going to take a turn off. Okay, cool, cool. Alright. I can't play two. I can't play two, and I think I'm supposed to. So, a Battle Fan, and then Air Nomad Legacy, or Water Bending Ascension. Because playing one of these feels really bad off of what I'm seeing here. But I could like throw off their game and tempo them down quite a bit. If I glider staff this, then they're gonna spend another turn playing it. Okay, let's try that. I think that's what I should do. I just want to like really throw them off their game way here, because then they're gonna have to spend more time like recasting this guy. And if I can do that, then I can put this on this Air Nomad Legacy this, and then I'll have a better blocker. Please don't cast removal on Rowdy Snowballers. That's gonna hurt. They might not have it, in which case, yay. Maybe I'll get by. But they definitely have a better board than me. Okay, Water Bending Scroll. That's good. I mean, I can't block the board this time. Okay, in this case, I'm going to trade. I mean, this is still not a great situation here, but at least I can play two things. And so, like, Messenger Hawking into Air Nomad Legacy. Got a bunch of clues now. I'm going to take a beating this turn. And then hopefully I can return it with, like, something. A Kyoshi Battle Fan? I don't know. We'll see. I think that, they just had a better aggressive start than me. And I had a whole lot of nothing at first. So I still don't think I'm going to do it too hot here. But, you know, I've got to do what we can, right? Non-creature spell. They probably have something. They're in the colors for it, right? It feels bad. I'm gonna have to take this one. They don't have it. Otherwise they would have cast it, right? Okay, well that's good. That's a good start. Here... I can't cast everything, right? No, I can only cast two things. So... let's junk Deserters. Oh, I can cast all three. Throw the counter here. Water Bending Ascension. And then I'm gonna swing actually. Swing. Start to get that thing going. Oh, do they have something? Okay, that's cool. Wow, nice. That's a bomb. Okay, well, we can do this. Trade. So at least there's a trade. Okay, still doing things. Feels pretty bad. Drawing a lot of cards. That's not good for me either. Okay. Take 3. I'll take the block. The easy block. Alright, so, enthusiasts. And then Kyoshi Battle Fan. Okay, I mean, that's fair. Yeah, I mean, they're really starving me out here. I don't really have a lot that I can do. I could try to tap out and swing, but I can't really afford to do that with this, like, giant pile, like, running my way. I think I have to just hold, right? Yeah, it feels bad. Alright. Well. Next combat. No attacks. End the turn. Yeah, I don't know. This water bending ascension is really feeling bad. I think I'm gonna pitch it. Like, I think you have to be ahead. You have to have something that get through. My opponent, like, clearly has all the stuff that they need to, like, really, you know, punch me in the face. And, like, I like my face. I don't want to be punched in the face. I think I'm gonna have to quit after this because it's not gonna watch my kid. Oof. They have everything. Okay. Well, you know, you don't think that this deck is gonna go off, but it's totally going off. Like, I'm gonna have to chump. Probably the porcupine. The drawing. Seeing what else they can do. Yeah, good for them. They can make the Mechanist into a flyer. I think they beat me. They just have to make the Mechanist into use the Mechanist ability. But they're just off here. Yeah, they beat me pretty hard. So what I would do to like guarantee my win is to turn one of those clues into a flyer with the Mechanist. Like I'm losing one way or another. Like I'm definitely losing. Sure. I mean, at this point, I can't even trade one person to get the quest. Wow, I got beat in the face. My poor face. I can only take so much of this. Ouch. Am I gonna go 0-3 with this deck? I feel like it's better than a 0-3 deck. Alright. Did I need to make a change? Did I feel something bad? Yeah, let's get rid of Waterbending Ascension. I felt like that was not gonna be that great, and it turned out to be not that great. What am I putting back in? Maybe the Cat Owls, the Poxbearers. Put in a little bit more of a body with the Cat Owl, I guess. I feel like I'm aggressive enough. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 early drops. But only one of them flies. Yeah, probably not good enough for that. Alright, we'll take it's either Crashing Wave or Cat Owl. Let's take the 4-drop. Let's take the 4-drop, right? Crashing Wave is a 2 Waterbend X. Tap up to X creatures and stun them. Stun 3 of them. Yeah, maybe that's the way to go. Let's play the Cat Owl. I'm a Flyers deck. Let's try to fly. All right, guys. How do I feel about this? Ooh, yeah. This might be all over here. In which case, I feel bad, and I didn't finish my quest, and it's like past midnight. I have to quit, but I'm still trying. Like, I'm just banking on my child still sleeping. So, yeah, not feeling too hot about this series of decisions that I've made for this particular set and deck. I've not got a trophy at all, so, you know, that's one thing about how it's going with me. But I have gotten some 6s, right? So that's not like the worst either. Are we getting an opponent? Come on, people. Give me an opponent. I don't want to hit it and quit it. I gotta go. Come on. Okay, still waiting. Come on. Somebody play me. Even if it punches me in the face. It probably will be. But I have to wait a minute. It'll probably matched up. Oh, against a Mythic player? With this deck? I mean, I beat my last Mythic player, so maybe I'll survive. Yeah. Battle Fan. Nomad Legacy. Gliderstaff something to bounce it. Or Gliderstaff to bounce something. Kirshi Battle Fan. Okay, I have options here. We'll keep. I don't think it's a good start, but it's a start. Going second is going to be bad for me, though. Okay. Do this. First time flyer. Probably Messenger Hawk. Okay. First time flyer. Ooh, 2 colors. I'm not blocking. You can just get the in my face. One card captain. I'm not blocking, so we're gonna swing. Do I Messenger Hawk, or do I like try to Glider Staff and slow them down a little? Let's Hawk. If I draw another land, I'll be okay, I think. Because I can Path and Nomad Legacy. As it is, I'm getting punched pretty hard here. I definitely have a more aggressive start despite being 3 colors. If they play something good, I'm going to have to bounce it with that. Alright. Good for them. Please draw a land. Draw a land. No, last time I did don't draw a land. This time I draw a land. I did. Okay, here we go. So, I'm going to... I think what I do is I Path their 3/3 and Air Nomad Legacy. Oh, the 3/3 I don't really want to path. Well, okay, let's do this. Path this. That hits harder. Let's Air Nomad Legacy. Before we put the thing on the flyer. The glider staff on the captives in order to really do anything. If I draw into the land, I can get rid of the water tribe captain altogether. Yeah, that's where I thought. And just try to race me in the air. I think that's reasonable. Reasonable play on their part. Draw into the land, then I can play 2. I can still play 2 regardless. I can bounce something if I need to. I might. Okay. Alright, so... I think I play this, and I battle fan. Then battle fan. So I can block on the ground, I can block in the air. I'm going to say defensive here. And then if I can get the other messenger hawk going, then I should be able to punch through. If they draw another land, then it makes it troublesome because of the water tribe captain. So we'll see. If they play the other land, then yikes. If they don't... So they must have a trick, but I gotta play into it. I don't know that they have it or not. Maybe they do. Okay, so they have it. They got their evil one. That hurts. They have another one of those. That feels also bad. I can play 2 spells, or I can just play 1. I can play the Hawk, but that gets beat. I think I play the staff and bounce their 1 flyer. Right? I can play this. I'm just going to get hit in the air. I think I can afford to get hit in the air once. So I'll play this. I'll accumulate wisdom on their turn, or I'll draw. I'll just draw. I'll draw through this thing. Yeah. I'm going to swing it through the air, probably. Okay. Yeah. Swing in there. That makes total sense. Both on the ground. We're both stuck on 4 mana. Okay, they're battle fanning. Good for them. Bad for me. Let's draw. Please get something more meaningful here. Oh, land is not the worst, not the best, not the worst. That means I can get rid of this, so it prevents them from going wide with that. And I think I need to. Like, I can play this and this, but then if they go wide and they pump with the water tribe captain, I'm dead. So then I have another ground bunker. And I can take another hit in the air, and then I'll play, like, Glider Staff or Messenger Hawk or something to stop the rebellious captives. Probably what I'm going to do. Take another hit in the air. Yeah. That's going to hurt. But I can go down there and beat a little bit with my own glider staff. Permanent mana value 3 or greater. Okay. This might actually be better. Because that gets rid of their air blockers. Okay. Yeah. And then I'm less likely... Or air attackers. I'm less likely to... I mean, I might still have to jump and stuff. I'm going to choose the glider. And then I'm going to have to, you know, unfortunately do some things I don't want to do. We have to be very defensive here. If they have removal for anything, then I am very dead. Looks like they do. Nice. Alright. That's game. I can't block all of these. Alright, game. Yeah, looks like I'm going the old 0-3. Cause yeah, ouch. Wasn't really a good game. I got like wrecked. Is this deck that bad? Was my deck that bad? Like, am I just like unlucky, or was my deck really that bad? Like, I got smushed. I mean, granted, I also played a mythic player. Like, what am I supposed to expect? But yeah, I don't know. I don't know how that went so poorly for me, but it did. Claim my one pack here. We'll just open one of each pack and call it a night here, because I feel like this just went really rough. I'm a little demoralized, like, to be honest. That's what happened. I'm going 0-3 makes you demoralized. All right, out of this pack, Station Monitor seems like it'll be fun. That's probably the pick for me out of this pack. Yeah, and then my Avatar pack gets me what? Good stuff here. What do I get? Avatar Aang. Yeah, you know what? Here's the deal. I don't think that this is the right pick. Taking a 4-color spell is probably a giant mistake, and also, Aang Master of Elements is not that great, like, as far as cards go. So, what is the correct pick in this pack? Kyoshi Warriors, Waterbending Lesson, probably one of these two. The card I'm going to take is Aang. I want to see if I can make it work. I want to try to make 4-color, good stuff work. So that is going to be the pick for me. And that is going to be it for me tonight. Let me know what you thought about the Games Draft games in the comments below. If you enjoyed the stream, hit the like button. If you'd like to see more of my streams, you can hit subscribe. This was Refresh. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time. I will enjoy my tears, I guess. Thanks. Bye.